Hey everybody, what is up and welcome back to the channel, and they are at it again, the fake YouTube guitar players and Instagram fakers out there. So if you guys haven't been paying attention, a few years ago, I can't remember when it happened, but there's a bunch of Instagram guitar players and a bunch of YouTubers that were actually faking it on YouTube. What I mean by what they were doing is they were playing songs slower and then they were speeding it up to make it look like they were these super shredders, and they're faking it. And they got busted for doing it because people were like, there's no way they can play that song that fast. One guy got busted because if you watch the clock behind him, you can see where he sped it up and the clock started going like this, spinning faster, which was hilarious to see that video. But several people got busted a few years ago for doing that, where they'd play the song real slow and then they'd edit it in post and they would speed it up to make it sound like they were playing it faster, or they would play the notes real slow and then they'd speed it up in post and make it look like they were super shredders, but they're not super shredders. Well, that is happening again. And I don't understand this. You know, I'm just a rhythm guitar player. Guy who likes to play guitar. I'm not some great guitar player. Got no claim to fame, but I just like to play. And if you guys watch my videos, I'm a pretty simple guitar player. I'm no shredder in any way, shape, or form. I like to write riffs over shredding. I'm a rhythm guitar player, so I love to write riffs, and that's kind of my thing. And I don't do anything I can't do. You guys see, I play. I make mistakes. I flub things. Do all this. Why do these people feel it's necessary to do this? And the thing that drives me crazy is these people build up massive followings, build up massive channels, but they can't play like that. And now they're getting busted for it again. Like, stop it already. Like, stop it already. Take the time and earn the chops and be able to actually do it, because you're not going to get anywhere, because eventually you're going to get caught. It's kind of like the guy that was in Canada. I don't know if you guys heard this before, but there was a guy in Canada that actually bought his viewership. Like, he was buying people, buying subscribers. Like, you can go pay these companies to give you subscribers and give you views and all this stuff now. Like, there's companies that will actually go in and they boost your thing, but you actually don't have that kind of following. And this guy literally bought subscribers for his YouTube channel, built it up. People thought he had this massive following, and then he booked a tour in Europe. All right, he believed his own hype, and he booked a tour in Europe. And then when he went to Europe, nobody showed up for any of the shows because nobody knew who the hell he was, because he didn't have a following. He faked it. He faked the whole thing, and then he got over it, and then they ended up canceling the tour because these club owners realized that it was all bullshit. You know, and it's just crazy to me. But that's the problem with the society we live in today, is everybody is faking it. Everything, just so much stuff is fake. I mean, you watch the news, it's fake. You watch everything on TV, it's fake. You're watching guitar players that are fake. They don't even play. You know, it's ridiculous that what they're doing. Or they can play, but they can't play as fast as they try to make themselves out to play. You know, for me on my channel, I don't do that. I try to keep it raw. It's why I film the way I do. I keep my videos as raw as possible. You hear me coughing. I don't cut that stuff out, you know. Every now and then I have to make a little edit here and there to make it flow together, but I usually don't do that. When you guys watch my videos, you see it from beginning to end, how it played out. Now, sometimes when I'm doing music and doing songs, I may have done 4, 5, 6 takes so I could play that song the best of my ability, and then you got to see the best version of that. That's what most people that film on YouTube do. We try to put out the best version of whatever we were playing to you guys, but behind the scenes, we could have played that 10, 15, 20 times before we nailed it, and we filmed it that many times until we got the right take. That's how it works. And that's okay, because you're still playing it live, but good grief. To sit there and play notes real slow and then speed it up to make it look like you're a super shredder? Come on. I can't play that fast. My fingers don't move as fast as other people's fingers. They just don't. No matter how hard I try, I can't. I've never been able to play super, super fast. It's just not something that I've been able to do. And I don't care to. I like the slower, chunkier, heavier stuff anyway. So that's kind of my style of playing. Everybody has their style. But stop faking it. Just knock it off. Just earn your stuff on your merits. You know, it just blows my mind that people are trying to do it again. Like, all these people got caught a few years ago, and now here we are back at it again. And with AI, it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. You know, and I've said this in another video, AI is going to destroy the music industry amongst all kinds of other things. AI is going to wreak havoc on us in so many ways, not just in the music industry, but just all across the social media platforms and all across the world and all kinds of things. I promise you, you guys are going to see AI just crush stuff. And as far as the music industry goes, pretty soon you're not going to have anything, because AI can write a song in seconds and stuff. And I actually real time know somebody that is literally doing that right now, and they're literally just go in and say, I want a song about this, and AI creates the whole thing, and then they're putting it out. They're actually making money doing it, which is crazy to me, but it's all fake. This is somebody that's never picked up an instrument in their life, has no idea how to play a note, and yet is creating music with AI and putting it out there and actually building up a following and making money doing it. And that is a problem, because it's going to get to a point where people like me that actually write songs and take the time to write the songs, write the lyrics, and do it all, we're going to be obsolete. And you're not going to know what's what. And that's the other thing that drives me crazy. One last thing is everybody thinks everybody needs to be timed aligned perfectly. And I'm not going to get into that. But if you go back and listen to music back in the day, like the 80s had some of the best music and stuff, there's mistakes in there. But some of those mistakes is what makes that song so great. So you mark my words, you know, all this fake stuff that's going on and stuff is just going to be the downfall of so many industries. It's not even funny. But yeah, the fake guitar playing, it just blows my mind. It just blows my mind. And people, you know, the problem is everybody wants to absorb content. It's all about absorbing content now. So they don't bother to even bother to check to see if these people actually can do what they say they're doing. You know, which just blows my mind, you know. Again, I'm no expert. This is just my opinion. This is what I think. But Jesus, Pete, are we back to this again? Fake playing again? Come on. Can we please at least learn how to play an instrument? I mean, I'm glad I'm an older guy, because I feel sorry for you younger guys coming up and stuff, because there's going to come a point where you're not even going to be able to get your music out anymore, because the only thing that's going to be there is a bunch of AI generated crap. You know, but I will encourage you guys. One last thing I'll say is go back and listen to music from the 70s and 80s, early 90s. That's when some of the best music ever played, and that's why you still hear it on the radio today. Anyway, that's my rant. That's all I got for you guys. Love to hear what you guys think about these people that are faking their guitar playing on the internet, whether it's YouTube or Instagram or whatever platform, TikTok, whatever they're using. Love to hear your thoughts on it as well. So leave your comments down below, and we'll see you guys on the next video.